so low, the winds are going to eventually catch up to that. Wouldn't be surprised to see that number, the winds there a little bit higher with the 4 p.m. advisory. Hurricane hunters are in there. They've got another plane going in, so they're watching this thing.
That's the most amount I've ever had out on the battlefield.
Storms continue to form around it. You've got your eye wall, and that's the center of the storm. Just another sign that it is continuing to organize, and they do still have it forecast to become a major hurricane once again as of the 10 a.m. advisory. So we'll have to see what the 4 p.m. update does show. There's your wind field. Anywhere in yellow are tropical storm force winds. Anywhere in orange and red are the more stronger winds that could cause more problems for you. Those are going to be mainly closer to the center. But notice as we go into tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. here as a Category 3, up towards the coast, making landfall potentially as a Category 2. It could be a 3. It's still a little bit of a question on how quickly it organizes. Karen, they're telling me the governor's there, so we're in the thoughts back.
All right, and you know what? We're not going to stay here long. Let's go up to Baton Rouge and listen to Governor John Bell.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for being here today and for your continued coverage. As they should be, all eyes are on Hurricane Delta. I'm pleased to have with me again today Ben Schott of the National Weather Service in New Orleans. He'll speak to you in just a moment.
There we go.
A fair amount to cover today, so I'll get to it. Last night, President Trump approved my request for a federal emergency declaration in advance of Hurricane Delta, and I appreciate his quick action. We submitted that request yesterday morning. He told me yesterday afternoon in a phone call that it would be approved, and then by the end of the day, it was. This is a big help for us to get in the best possible shape in advance of the storm, securing the knowledge that our federal partners are standing with us, and that we have the available resources and know that we're going to be sharing in the expenses as well. Unfortunately, Hurricane Delta is expected to make landfall in southwest Louisiana early tomorrow evening as a Category 2 hurricane. And very, very close to the exact location that Hurricane Laura made landfall just over a month ago. Unlike Laura, there are several differences, and Ben's going to get into this more later. But as it approaches our coast, Hurricane
another
Delta is
reckless
forecasted
one.
to be weakening rather than strengthening. And it's
here we go.
A storm that moves faster.
Focus.
And it should
There
be
we
moving
go.
in a northeasterly direction rather than a due north direction. Having said that, it is very clear that southwest Louisiana is going to get more of a punch from this than we would like to see for sure, because we're still trying to recover from Hurricane Laura. So this time I'm
Another
going to
Curse of
begin
the
to
Bloody
cover all of the
Tomb.
details.
Another Goblin Electromancer.
Ask questions of Ben if you have them, or while he's at the podium, and then I'll come back up when
Here we go. New one.
to go through the rest of the prepared
Black
remarks.
Steel Ingot. Another Dreadwaters.
For having us here to discuss
Another
Hurricane
Cranko.
Delta. And with that, we'll go ahead and jump right in. Quick overview. Hurricane Delta currently is expected to bring what would be easily
Another
labeled as
reckless
significant
one.
impacts to Louisiana on Friday.
My second Elixir of
Warnings and
Immortality.
watches, across much of the state are out right now. And so those are
Another Goblin Electromancer.
whatever precautions that you want to take to protect
course.
yourself and your family over the course of the next
Can't
24
have
hours or so.
a tech
while there's
Goblin
still
deck,
kind of
pretty much
window
a
to
Goblin
do such
control
things.
deck
Based on the
without
current
having
track,
this.
all of these conditions that I have listed there can be expected in some form in
Another
different
Dark Steel
portions of southern
Ingot.
Louisiana, especially along the coastline. Life-threatening surge will
Survey the
definitely be an
Wreckage.
issue.
Another Elixir of Immortality.
Damaging hurricane force winds will be impacting a good portion of southwest Louisiana. We will have heavy rainfall and some bands that will set up. So there'll be some areas with isolated
Japanese
flash flooding and possible river flooding on the other side of that.
And then with any kind of landfalling
focus.
tropical system, the possibility of tornadoes
Doesn't look
are
like it's
there.
going to.
So
Oh
I'll kind
well.
of start off with the track that popped up just a second ago, and as you can see,
There we
at this
go.
current
Now
time,
you see it.
Delta is right in the center of the Gulf of Mexico, and
One of
it's
these.
currently strengthening. If you were to look at it on the satellite right now, you would see that it has a
Second
developing
cancel.
eye, and it's doing all the things that a hurricane would do if you're going to see
Goblin rally.
a gradual, slow
Put
increase
4
in strength,
goblins on the
which is what we're
field.
seeing
There you
right now
go.
with it. It is expected to be a major hurricane as we wake up Friday morning.
Another dread
And so
waters.
we're expecting it to reach a Category 3 level by 7 a.m. on Friday morning.
Another
And the
cancel.
last thing that I want to hit is that last bullet that's there. And impacts can and will happen outside
Different type
the
of
cone.
plan.
I know
My second
at times we
voracious
tell people
dragon,
to
just in
not
case you
focus on
forgot
the
what
cone,
it
not focus
does.
on the center line. And sometimes
There
it
you
adds
go.
confusion, like, well, shouldn't that be the worst place where impacts are going to be? And in some instances, that is true. But understand
Another
the
Curse of the
cone
Bloody
says
Tomb.
that 66% of the time, the center of the storm is inside that cone.
Goblin
It does not
rally.
say anything about where the worst impacts are or where any of the impacts are. It is just an
Crinkle's
idea or a
Command.
visual indication of where the most likely center line of that storm may go.
Here's our second
So I
Niv-Mizzet.
would definitely highlight that part because the impacts from Delta are going to be way outside of that cone as we move forward on Friday into Saturday. So here's the current watches across the area. You can see it's kind of an interesting split of southern Louisiana right now. If you're in southwest Louisiana, you're most likely under some form of a hurricane warning. If you're in southeast
And
Louisiana, you are
let's
probably under
go
some
to
form of a
different
tropical storm warning or
kind of
maybe
art
a
for
watch for the very
my third
extreme
cancel card.
portions of the state there in
So
Washington
that's my
Parish.
Goblin
But
tech,
regardless, this is going to have a very
aka
large
Goblin
landfill.
control
So that's the
deck.
reason why the tropical storm warnings extend so far
Now
east.
remember,
I'm not saying everybody there is going to see the worst of this storm, but you should be
with the
prepared
combo of
for
Crinkle
wind
Mob
gusts
Boss
to happen in the 35, 40, maybe 50 or more if you are in that area. Here in the
Reckless
Baton Rouge area where we are today,
and
it's possible
Voracious
that some of those gusts
Dragon.
may reach into
Imagine the amount
hurricane
of damage
force
I could
gusts.
do.
They would not be an all-day event with that, but it's possible.
That's all I'm gonna
I
say.
bring this up that just because, again, you're not in the center line of the storm, which right now is mainly across southwest Louisiana.
So,
And I'll talk a
there
little
you
bit more
go.
about the threats there. I want
Hope
folks
you enjoyed
outside
this.
of that area to
Later.
understand that it's still possible for tree limbs to come down, some power outages in places.